Welcome to Radical Self-Respect with Jared Mello. Thank you very much to everyone who's been liking, commenting, and subscribing on my channel. I appreciate the support very much. And if you know someone that is maybe struggling with some radical self-respect concepts, please feel free to share some of my stuff with them. It would be greatly appreciated. But jumping right in, I'm going to do the first installment of my meme breakdown series. I see a lot of memes that make the rounds on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and explains a whole concept in a sentence or two. But I think a lot of these concepts, they need a little further explanation and a little further discussion. And so that's what I want to do here today. And today's meme, to start off the series, is the meme in the thumbnail, where it says, "Sorry to say, but being a good person does not get you loved. It gets you used." And as some of you probably already know, I would not agree with that meme completely. So here's the thing. Anyone who is allowing themselves to be used more than once, that's on them. And that's not being a good person. Having weak boundaries and allowing ourselves to be disrespected or taken for granted and not valued, that's on us. And that does not make us a good person. I think a lot of people, and the people who made this meme are probably guilty of this, but they think someone that has weak boundaries and just keeps on continuing to do good deeds or spend time, attention, resources on someone, even though they're not being reciprocated, even though they're not being appreciated, that makes you a good person. And I do not agree with that. That does not make you a good person. It makes you more of a doormat. It makes you more of a people pleaser. It makes you sound more like someone that is trying to do good deeds for someone so that they'll like you back in return or love you in return. But here's the thing. People's actions, they display loud and clear what their priorities are and what they value. And if we're doing good stuff for people, we're spending our time, attention, resources, trying to help others, and if the shoe was on a different foot, they wouldn't do the same for us, what are we doing? To me, there's an expression. If we are constantly being mistreated, we are cooperating with the treatment. And we got to really be aware of what being a good person really is. To me, a good person is someone who practices radical self-respect. To me, a good person is someone who has solid boundaries, someone who can say no, someone that they're not going to continue to spend time, attention, resources on someone that's not appreciating it. Because anyone can be used once. I want to get that out of the way. Anyone can be used once, but if it continues to happen more than once, we always have a choice after that. And sometimes what happens is we need to have a better screening process with people, the kinds of people we allow ourselves to be friends with, the kinds of people we allow ourselves to become romantically involved with. We got to have a better screening process. But I know often what happens is when good feelings are at play and someone's making someone have the tingles, they're willing to overlook a lot of red flags and warnings because they're getting good feelings. But that is not the radical self-respect way. That's not even being good. Again, I want people to get that idea out of their minds that it's good to be a martyr like that. Because that's kind of what the meme makes it out to be. That, oh, you're the good person and you're the victim. You're the victim, woe's me. Being good gets you used. No, it does not. When we practice radical self-respect, we will only allow ourselves to be used once. After that, there is no more being used. Then there's a choice. That's a choice on us. And we have to ask ourselves, why are we staying? Why are we staying with someone if we're being used? Why are we staying with someone that is not appreciating us or respecting us or is at least or willing to reciprocate? If that's not occurring, there's no reason for us to be there. And again, that does not make you a good person. It makes you someone that is a little more on the codependent side. Or maybe here's another option. There's something called a covert contract. A covert contract is something that's not explicitly stated, but it's doing deeds for someone and then expecting someone else to act in a certain way. But it's never communicated. But say you do good things for someone, and then the covert contract is, oh, I'll do the good thing for someone, but then they better do X, Y, or Z. And if they don't, then that person may get resentful. But that is a kind of a toxic behavior, honestly. The covert contracts, a lot of people do them, but they set us up for resentment. And again, I think it's good to always ask our motives too, when we're being the quote-unquote good person. And we always have to ask ourselves, what does the good person even mean? And whoever created that meme, that's what I would ask them. What does being a good person even mean in this scenario? Because chances are, like I said, they think that giving someone a lot of chances and being forgiving and, in other words, kind of allowing themselves to be disrespected a little bit is what's making them the quote-unquote good person. And I do not agree with that. That is not the radical self-respect way. Again, anyone can be used once or disrespected once, but after that, we will always have a choice from there on. I want to empower people that listen to this channel to understand that we can't be put in these situations and then be just completely powerless. That's not how it works. We have a lot more power than we think we do. And if we don't think that's the case, or we feel like there's some block or gravitational pull preventing us from leaving, we got to ask ourselves, why is that there? What need is this person serving in me that I can't walk away? And again, I say this all the time, but it's so true. Where in No More Mr. Nice Guy, the author of the book, who sadly I can't remember his name, but he said, healthy people are not attracted to unhealthy people and vice versa. There will always be two unhealthy people in the relationship, not just one. And it means codependency is also toxic. Having weak boundaries is also unhealthy, right? So let's be careful with what our definition of good here is and understand we will only allow ourselves to be disrespected or used once. From then on, it will always be a choice. So thank you for watching if you've gotten this far. Please like the video if you actually liked what I was talking about, and maybe share this with someone that you think might benefit from hearing it. So I've seen this meme 1,000 times out there, and a lot of people apparently identify with it, but maybe send this video to them to see if I can get them to change their perspective a little bit. So with that, thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.